Happy Easter!
Happy Holy Day in whatever way you celebrate.
Well, what do you know? Easter falls on a Sunday.
On a Sunday. I think every Easter falls on a Sunday.
You know, I didn't think about that. There's not Easter Wednesday?
No, we've
Easter
never had
Friday?
an Easter Wednesday.
It follows Good Thursday or Good Tuesday, I should say. But
They're all good.
But who knew that we don't normally do Sunday inspiration? So all I had to do was add a happy to the beginning of the titles. It's Happy Easter Easter Sunday inspiration. This is off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen. So, but we have some of our favorite people are actually already in the chat room.
Oh wow! How awesome!
Sigrid, we just had some exchanges. I responded to your email. Holly is here. Teresa, Courtney from. My friend from Instagram.
Welcome everyone.
We're gonna highlight some of your comments as we go along, and I may have some more to say about y'all as we go. I suddenly got southern there. So yeah, we're really excited to be coming at you on this Easter Sunday, and we have a couple of Easter themed things to talk about, sort of, kind of.
Yeah.
So Pooki, how do we always like to start off here? You always get us centered here.
Yeah, this is actually my favorite moment of our whole coming together is when we synchronize our breath, our breathing, and we breathe together in this sacred space. And breath is the evidence of life. It is our living essence, right? Because we don't think about breathing. Breathing just occurs. It's the evidence of the divine indwelling within. So let's acknowledge our own divinity in our breath right now. And just breathe in your divinity, the acknowledgement of your divinity, and then just release out into the world the silent expression of love. Okay? So let's do it together 3 times. We're going to cycle together. So are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in again and releasing, breathing out. And one more time, breathing deeply in. Feel your radiance, your luminosity coming forth. And then release that expression, that breath, that exhale of love into the world. Thank you. Thank you.
I felt inspired just to say yummy, which is actually something that you would say. We're starting to think, our thoughts are starting to meld after 15 years.
Watch out.
Two together.
This is what happens after long-term relationships.
That's right. Yummy. But actually, I was using Yummy. That was the name of an album, and that a band I was with came out in the late 90s.
You were channeling me before you
That's
even
right.
knew
No,
me.
I was calling you forth using your terminology. This is fun stuff. So we have since one of the things I plan on briefly talking about later is this whole sort of metaphorical reference to Easter and like something letting go of something and something resurrecting from that, a new life. And so I sort of, or actually we both collaborated. Usually I'm the one who puts together the affirmations, but we both kind of, Pooki was looking over my shoulder as I created these last night with that theme in mind. And so what we're going to do is just set the tone for not only this celebration, but for the rest of your day. And for some of you, like Holly, it's Tuesday, or Monday, I should say. My days of the week are all off today. I'm just living in the present moment, right here, right now, whatever day we're gonna call this.
It's the best way to live.
But so I'm going to recite it. I have a feeling Pookie's going to repeat them and feel to repeat these along with her and really feel them. Think about the meaning behind this and how you can apply this to your life specifically. So here we go. I am ready for a fresh start.
I am ready for a fresh start.
I let go of what no longer serves me.
I let go of what no longer serves me.
I am excited about new beginnings.
I am excited about new beginnings.
My inspired ideas are taking root right now.
My inspired ideas are taking root right now.
My deepest desires are blooming.
My deepest desires are blooming.
I surrender to my highest calling.
I surrender to my highest calling.
And finally, so be it, and so it is.
So be it, and so it is.
Those are some great affirmations, and I realize also. I know I was thinking also of the seasons of spring, at least here in the northern hemisphere. And so not only we're talking about fresh starts and resurrections, but we're also talking about your ideas taking root. Things are blooming in nature; they can bloom within your mind, within your life as well. What do you think the meaning is, Pooki, of that? I surrender to my highest calling. What does that mean to you?
It means being present to the inner voice, my highest wisdom, and to be present to that and to surrender to that. You know, it's taken me on some incredible journeys. Gateway to Agape Choir was a result of that. You know, surrendering to my highest good, asking from a place of how is it that I can serve my community in a way that really assists, you know? And so it was surrendering to that highest calling and being really willing to follow that, because it's going to take you the most amazing places. And I really learned more, even better now since I'm moving into eldership. I'm learning so much more about releasing and letting go and just being in the flow, surrendering to the possibilities, right? Because our highest good, we might not even be able to conceive what that looks like, you know, in reality. And really anything that we can envision is so limited because we're limited by our own constructs, our mental constructs. So when we surrender to our highest good, we allow the potentiality of everything to come to us. And so that's when we really begin to step into the magical, or what some people call miraculous. And miraculous is just being in an alignment with our highest calling. When we are aligned to our highest calling and activated from that place, we will experience what many call miracles. You know, so yeah.
That's very cool. Pooki referenced the choir, which some of you may not even be aware of, but it was 2008, right?
Yes.
When she got inspired to start a choir here in St. Louis with no previous experience. And that's what it means to me.
That was fun.
Yeah, surrendering to your high. What is what was that phrase again?
Surrendering to your highest good,
your highest calling. And I relate this to creative fields because I'm a creative person myself, and I've dealt with a lot of other creatives, musicians, and artists, and so on. But a lot of people feel these callings to express themselves creatively, but they downplay it. They say, "Oh, that's child's play. It's trivial," but it's not. And so you have to. So I think we all can do ourselves a favor by surrendering to that. But yeah, we ran a choir. It's still in existence. We just haven't had a rehearsal in the era of
in a
COVID.
long time because of COVID.
Yeah. It was called Gateway to Agape because it was influenced by the music of the Agape International Spiritual Center, Michael Beckwith, and then the choir director for a long time was Ricky Byers Beckwith, who's written a lot of New Thought songs that are kind of
very popular, very liberating,
completely sung.
Healing, yes.
I Release and I Let Go, and Use Me, and all these different things.
Yeah, powerful stuff.
And she wanted to bring that music to St. Louis. And anyway, she said, "Do you want to help me start a choir?" And I went, "I don't know. I've never been in a choir. I'm a rock and roll guy. I'm not a choir boy." But we started this thing. It's been amazing. We put out an album or two of music and wrote music for it. But now we rebranded it a couple years ago. It's called it's called the Big Love Choir, which is a little easier to say and pronounce and agape, like people didn't know what to.
That's all good.
But yeah, so I just want to let's acknowledge some things here.
All
again.
Right, coming in over your shoulder,
Sigrid. Make sure you. Good morning.
Good morning, Sigrid.
Holly, happy Easter. There's Teresa there.
It's so good to see you.
I'm not sure what you mean by what do you have to do to print. I'm not sure what that's a reference to. But happy Easter again to Courtney. She's the one who's her 9-year-old daughter was reciting my affirmations while she cleaned her room.
Awesome.
Happy Easter to you, Evangeline.
Gosh, if I knew
to Lotus.
what I know now, and my kids were 9.
Oh, I didn't show you it. I got a message from a 20-year-old gal who said she's been listening to my stuff and she's going through a spiritual awakening at 20, which is still young.
Wow.
And just really was.
Gosh, that makes me feel so
I know. Hey guys, happy Easter! Looking great. 1 a.m. is so much better than 3 a.m. Oh, because of the time change, maybe, or yeah. Let's see here. I'm not sure how do you say that name, but hello from Omaha, Taneki, maybe. Christina, hey, whoops, gotta click on that. Happy Easter to you as well.
Thank you for being with us. It's just,
Hi,
it
Susan.
really is just such a powerful thing.
There's Carrie.
How we're so connected.
And by the way, Carrie, I know you're going to be in our music video. We just got a little sidetracked. We came back from Hawaii. Hawaii was a little bit of an obvious distraction. And since I've been back, I'm going to be talking about my new book here, and I was immersed in getting all those files ready. But we are really we're that video is coming, and I can't wait to get that out.
It's fun.
Been watching your videos for 21 days. I'm feeling more optimistic and also more confident within myself.
That's great.
I love it. Thank you so much. Evangeline, I forget, remember if we had that earlier. Sander?
Sander, hello.
Fabulous. Hello from the UK.
Media.
And thank you for your beautiful energy and sharing your Easter Sunday with us. You bet. Thank you for joining us.
So fun.
It's so I just want to point out a couple of people in particular, although I don't want to leave anyone out, but I just want to say something about Holly Ann, who's in Australia, and Sigrid. Will you remind me where you're located? Are you in the U.S. or are you somewhere outside? I can't place where you're from right now, but both of them exemplify like what I think of as I don't know. I just want to congratulate you or honor you because both of you and others too here are like the perfect sort of, I don't want to say fan, follower, supporter, friend, whatever you want to call it. Both of you, first of all, discovered my YouTube channel, use the affirmations, have benefited from them. So you're actively participating in bettering yourself. And I'm honored that you've used my videos as one of those tools. But you show up for things. You show up for the lives. Holly has probably showed up for just about everything. She's joined my program. She was part of our Zoom dance video. You are actively participating in the stuff that we're doing. Same thing with you, Sigrid, showing up most Sundays here. You're now Sigrid and Holly are actually both Patreon supporters, and so that's another level. You're actually supporting us, and so I just want to
Thank you.
give you a shout out and say thank you for doing all of those things and all of those levels. And so I just greatly appreciate you for that. Oh boy. I took a trip to Florida for 4 weeks, back in the house. So are you, does that, oh wait, you're in New York. Okay, so you live in New York. Oh no, is that right? Just hang on a second. I'm trying to pull up the right things.
Yes, New York.
New York, but you're in Florida for a while. Okay, so you are in the U.S. Awesome, cool. Let me see here. So cool. So thank you all for being here. We're going to come back to the comments in just a bit, but maybe right now we should play our first song.
Okay.
This is like one of our newest songs.
Hey, we're working on it.
That's right. I think we played it once on a YouTube live. We played it once at our local Center for Spiritual Living, but it's still brand new. We're still kind of getting the hang of it here. But it's solid as a rock, baby. It's so new. We actually have like handwritten, like changing the lyrics. There are little notes where we go, well, I want a different word. So that's like early on. It's not set in stone yet, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, we're still crafting.
So let me get some reverb going here. Just remind me to turn that off afterwards, and then we'll.
And then we'll.
Second. Here we go.
Opening my heart to receive all my good and all that I need. Standing strong in what I believe, I claim it, it is mine.
Happiness flows through my veins. So much joy I can't contain. Letting go of all of my pain. I claim it, it is mine.
It's coming to me. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. And I'm ready, ready, ready to receive.
I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive.
All gratitude is my prayer for all the love I feel everywhere. My heart is open and willing to share. I claim it, it is mine.
I welcome peace into my life. Prosperity I now invite. Now's the time to shine my light. I claim it, it is mine.
It's coming to me. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. And I'm ready, ready, ready to receive. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. And I'm ready, ready, ready to receive. I'm ready.
I'm ready to receive.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready to receive.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive.
I'm ready.
I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive. It's coming to me.
It's coming to me. It's coming to me. And I'm ready, ready, ready to receive. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. And I'm ready, ready, ready to receive. I'm ready, ready, ready to receive. I'm ready, ready, ready to receive.
Yeah.
Are you ready to receive?
That was the smoothest version I think we've played live.
Are you ready to receive?
That's right.
You know, we talked about that last week about being ready. There's an aspect of our being that needs to be ready to receive the good that we're calling into our life, right? Because it's already present, already right here where we are. And if we're not experiencing it, then we are not ready. We haven't cultivated, evolved to that place where we can receive that gift, right? So are you ready to receive? Are you ready to receive your good?
That's right. Be ready.
is this
When
your
it shows
time
up,
now?
you want to be ready.
Yeah.
Just want to acknowledge a couple of things. So you may notice when you're looking at the chat box on your YouTube there during a live broadcast in particular, that I think I don't know if there's a dollar sign or what there is there, but you can actually send little tips or donations. And I just want to point out that Courtney did that with it's called a
Courtney,
super
thank
chat.
you.
Thank you very much. Happy Easter from the girls. And are your I think I don't know if I asked this before. Are your girls watching right now? And you have more than one. I know the 9-year-old was the one who was doing the affirmations. But if they're there, girls, you have a great mom, and the fact that you're saying positive things to yourself is amazing.
Yeah, I think that's so powerful. It's like activating your superpowers, right?
That's right. You
Yeah,
don't even
so
need a cape to be a
affirmations.
superhero.
Yeah, we talked about that, like capes with affirmations on them. I know I'm just getting silly.
That's right.
Just silly ideas,
So-
but you got to do it. Got to have silly thoughts.
If they're there listening, that message is for them. If not, you can play the replay later. But yeah, it's so awesome to reach somebody young to be smart enough
Yeah.
to be able to say positive things to themselves and know that you can affect your mood and your attitude.
Yeah, that's so powerful.
And then Lisa also sent a super chat. So thank you
you,
so much.
Lisa.
Happy Easter to you. And thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Just going to pop it. Wow, a lot of comments are coming in here. Oh, it's Allie and Charlie.
How fun.
Allie and Charlie, both of you, you are awesome.
Yes, thank you.
That's right. And you're an awesome mom. And so happy Easter to you. I hope you're having a great one.
Yeah, hope you're having an awesome Sunday.
And they're watching right now. That's fabulous. Appreciate that. Sigrid, yeah, thank you so much for doing that lovely email that you sent. Lourdes said I'm ready to receive.
Yes.
You guys are making my Easter Sunday. Jolanda, thanks so much from our home boat on the Alligator River in North Carolina on my way back to... Oh, wow, you're in a boat? That's great. That's a different way to travel. Pookie and I have been talking about different ways to travel.
Bob's not down for any of it. He wants a hotel room and he wants
I am such a softie. I need to be pampered.
Like, come on, let's get a camper. Let's go camping.
I'm not a big camper guy. We could,
like cut down firewood and build our own fire.
Let's see, great. Great couple, great voices, kind hearts and words. Oh, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, Starlight. Siddharth watching from India. That's always so cool when we're that
global.
Yes, indeed. Holly says, "Oh, I'm humbled when I'm laughing here. Thank you for all your time and dedication to us." It's a mutual it's a circle of appreciation and inspiration. Happy Easter! I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah, we're glad that you're here.
Yes, my soul friends, soul tribe. It's funny when Sigrid sent me a message and she says, "Hi, Bob, Pookie, and Keone." Holly does the same thing. Happy Easter to you as well. That's so fabulous. All right, cool. So I'm just going to chat briefly here. Oh, speaking of that, wow, look at this. People are going crazy with this today. More super stickers and super chats coming in. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then Cassandra, the same thing. Thank you for the efforts. Happy Easter. Just a little something to say thank you. We greatly appreciate that. I like that 555.
How fun.
You must have picked that for the magical repeating numbers there.
All right, I'm going to leave you to it.
All right, great.
I bet Keone will probably stay.
Thank you all for that. Yeah, so just real quickly, I don't know if you've heard. I mean, I've heard this sort of sentiment from a number of spiritual teachers over the years. So I'm not saying anything new. However, I'm sure there's someone here that's either watching live or maybe will watch it the replay of this, and maybe you've never quite heard this particular interpretation of Easter. But there's the literal thing with Jesus and the crucifixion and the resurrection 3 days later. Good Friday and all that stuff. But there's a lot of people that like to look at the, instead of the literal interpretation of that, there's a figurative one or a metaphorical lesson there of something dying, something being put to rest, and then something better rising from that. And so if we look at that, apply it to our lives currently, there are a lot of times when and we go through phases of our lives when a certain phase or a chapter of our life or a certain behavior or something comes to an end, and out of that comes something new. And again, this ties into the season, again, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, where it's spring, and so life is blooming. And so I think Easter is placed on a good part of the calendar to represent that new life coming forward. So I'm just going to use a couple of examples, but it could be like your career or your job. Sometimes a current job has to end, whether you leave it or whether you're let go from it, for a new opportunity to emerge. That new opportunity could be with a different company, with a better salary or a better position, different and better and a better work environment, or it could be it forces you. Initially, sometimes when you're let go of a job, it's like, oh my God, how am I going to pay my bills? And it's a bad thing. But maybe out of it forces you or compels you to maybe pursue that side hustle or that sideline thing that you've been wanting to pour more energy into. Maybe you turn that into a business, or you just have the free time to invest in something that feeds your soul. But quite often, in looking back with a job loss, you go, well, that was actually a blessing in disguise. Because now I'm in a better place. Same thing with relationships. Whether you end a relationship or choose to do it, or someone leaves you, it can be disruptive at first, but quite often it opens you up to find someone who's an even better match, or it opens you up to spend some time on your own, just doing some self-reflection and some personal development as you wait for that next person in your life to show up. So I think this is a great metaphor for our lives. Sometimes endings are not necessarily always bad in the long term. There's always some blessing in it. Let's talk about health related things. We're just kind of hitting on the big areas of life. I know this is something that I'm experiencing at this stage of my life. I am having to let go of behaviors with eating, behaviors with activity that I used to just be able to get away with. But at this point in my life, if I want to be healthy and energetic and have some longevity, I need to change my behaviors. I have to let go of and put to rest things like not eating nutritious food, sitting too long at the computer, not being as physically active as I could be. And so I'm having to initiate a new birth, if you will, or a resurrection of a new lifestyle that will serve me well. And that's all part of our evolution as human beings. I also, again, I kind of mentioned my affinity for art. I've been immersed in all kinds of things: music, the written word. I'm an author, and we'll talk about my latest book here in a little bit. I do visual art, I do theater, I do improv, and so I do a lot of things in the creative fields. And I noticed that a lot of people have to put aside their perspective of how the role that art plays in their life in order to have it flourish. So instead of thinking of art, again, as I mentioned earlier, as some trivial thing, as some pipe dream, you have to make a living from your music or your art, but a lot of people don't even spend time on it because they think of it as not important. But if it's something that you're called to do, that could breathe new life could feed your soul and breathe a new life into your world. And then these are more, when it comes to jobs and relationships and health, those are more physical activities or things in the, I guess I like to call it the 3D world. But also you can put to rest ways of thinking. Actually, that's a big part of my whole channel here, is getting you to think differently. That will then inspire your emotions and your actions. But sometimes you have to put to rest or bury, not bury in a sense of like resisting them, but just let go of thought patterns, beliefs, mindsets that have not served you in your life, to give rise to more empowering thoughts. And I think that's probably the biggest contribution that I make with these affirmations, is that you're training your brain to think in the ways that are going to serve you, to think in the ways that you want to feel. And you're sort of like bombarding your mind on a daily basis with these positive messages, and it's slowly dissolving those negative thoughts that you typically have as knee-jerk reactions. So that's why you do this work, because it probably took you years, maybe decades, to build up anything of negativity that doesn't serve you. And so it's going to take some time to replace those and slowly alter your set point, or your emotional set point, or your maybe attitudinal set point, you might say, and how you look at the world. So again, I don't think you should but I think in all these things there should be a sense of gratitude for those things that you're letting go of. So I know, I've had jobs over the years that I did not particularly enjoy, and I knew that wasn't my long-term situation, was going to be employed by someone else. I always knew I'd be self-employed, but I would try to keep a sense of gratitude for what I got out of that job, the people I met, the skills that I learned. Same thing with relationships. Even though they didn't work out, I learned something about myself and about my interaction with people through those relationships. And so you don't push them away and for the most part, unless they're extreme examples, of course, people who are abusive and so on, but you still learn something from that. I'm not talking about the extreme cases, but you learn something from all these things that you let go of. You're grateful for them, but you do gently release them and let them go and let the new mindset, the new behavior take its place. And so that's my kind of little metaphorical look on how we can apply the Easter message and the story to our lives on a daily basis. So let's see here what we got going on. Oh yeah, I think we got. Hang on a second here. Evangeline also sent a super chat. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. Secret says exactly, spiritual awakening and ending to old cycles. Thank you, Yolanda, for that. For this mentioning the song. Mm-hmm. I'm a Scorpio, and I resonate with this concept pretty well. Always changing, always growing, always evolving. Yeah, nothing really holds still in life. Where it's always evolving. I am reprogramming my subconscious mind, me hitting 21 days today. Oh, cool. So one of my 21-day videos, this is the 21st day.
So important.
Yeah. And you can continue to listen to that one. And yeah, even though I encourage you to listen to a specific video over and over, I think there's a lot of benefits to it. I think the most important aspect of that is a daily practice of affirming who you are and who you want to be and affirming the mindset that you want to have. So you can listen to a different video every day, or whatever one speaks to you. You can listen to the same one. You can listen to it for 41 days if you want to.
However, if you are in the process of deeply reprogramming your subconscious mind, you'll want to stick with something that's the same every day and repeat it, right? Until you can really anchor that in, because you want to create a groove in your conscious brain, right? You want to create you're creating a new synapsis in the brain. You're creating a new pathway for the brain to be activated. So you're basically like creating a new road in there. So it is really important, like if you're really working on something very specific, to choose specific affirmations to say exactly the same, because you're building that road at that time, right? Mm-hmm. Once you get to that, it'll also help you to develop like a 21-day habit, because sometimes doing something every day is really difficult for people. But once you do that, then you can like kind of begin to like navigate and just work with concepts or like ideas of things that you want to embrace more of, such as love, compassion, or maybe it's healing or whatever it is, right? You can then choose like different affirmations. But if you're working with like a core belief, like worthy, stick to those really strong affirmations that speak to the truth of who you are. And that is that you are absolutely worthy.
And some of those things that hold us back are deeply rooted. Yeah, and they
deeply
have to be
rooted. So you got to just, it's that. So there is power in doing the same affirmation over and over and over and over again.
Cool.
Yeah.
And she says, I'm putting to rest negative thinking or negative ways of thinking. Yeah, indeed.
Well, and they'll still come up too.
Sure.
Because it's a part of who we are. But you have a different relationship with them now. Everything changes. It just all changes. So you're able to look at it differently.
Let's see here. Roxy says, good morning. A little late. Happy Easter. Glad you could join us. Sonia says, I'm so glad I caught you live. Never thought of Easter like that. Cool. Easter is renewal.
It is.
Thanks for that. Yeah, and even though I had heard that message a lot, like I kind of mentioned before I did that little segment there, there's most likely somebody here that has not heard that metaphor. So I'm glad that was helpful. David, hello, welcome. Thanks for watching from the UK. Hello to you, Linda, as well.
Beautiful.
I see. I love when you said the thoughts you are creating the future is really good, and I tried and keep trying because it's hard to do. Yeah. What's your? I also did. I don't know if I did a video on this. I have to look it up. But I talk about when you look up into the night sky and you see that brilliant, especially if you're in a place with not a lot of city lights, and you see the Milky Way and you see all these all these stars and planets in the sky. What you're actually seeing is a reflection of the past, because those stars are that light had to travel light years to get to your eyeballs, and so you're actually looking at a glimpse of the past. And so in the same way, when you look at your life currently, you're looking at your previous thoughts. So right now, you're creating your future by the choices that you make and the repetition of the choices you make on an hourly, a daily basis. And so if you don't like the circumstances, it's because you made a series of choices in your past. Don't beat yourself up about it if you're not happy with where you are or you want things to be different. But say, acknowledge that. Well, I created this. Okay, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but I'm going to start making new choices now, planting those seeds that are going to be blooming soon, to create the life that you are headed toward. You know.
Yeah. I love this. So we're going to be planting a seed and blooming. I love to think of it like the lotus flower, because of the many, many petals that emerge from its center. I know, and I see it as just the many reflections of our humanity, of who we are, of the choices that we make, and you know, our vision for the world, and our life, our contribution, and we all make a contribution, you know, and it's everyone is contributing all the time. Right. And so our love matters, whether it's, you know, broadcast to thousands of people or it's a very personal, private thing that we exchange within a small group of people. Our love matters. It matters because we're vibrational beings.
Cool.
Right. And so we're coming together. Like, this is just evidence of it. We're coming together in ways that we never realized possible before. Right. So right now we're broadcasting all over the world: India, the UK, the United States of America, so many places. Right. So we're all connected in this field. In this now moment, our focus is this now moment together that we're sharing right now here. Right?
Indeed.
That's where our power is. The power is always in the now. In the now.
I believe the divine put you in my path. I've been looking for a spiritual family for a long time. I'm grateful. Listen to your affirmations every day.
Oh,
I love that.
Lord.
I love thinking of this as a community and as a family, as it is. I mean, yeah, it just warms my heart to think of this as a community of people that we're growing, and yeah, this is a place that you can come and interact with like-minded folks and be uplifted by each other's positive energy.
Mm-hmm. And it's happening all over the world. Communities are being created all over the world by shared common values.
Yeah.
You know, and so we gather here together because we share common values. We love and we believe.
Sorry, thank you so much. I'm going to point out one more super chat from Tanya. Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you. You guys are amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah, that is fabulous. Boy, I want to talk about my book here. Well, we want to play another song. But yeah, I actually got the first print copy of my new book. And I'm going to be putting together an unboxing, unbagging. It actually came more of a bag than a box. And this is the first time I've got a proof copy where they printed not for resale across it. But this is the first physical version of the book called The Power of Affirmations and Positive Self-Talk. Again, on the real one, they won't have that strip there. But I'm so thrilled about this. I got some nice... There's the back cover. I got a nice a quote from Joe Vitale, he's actually an old friend. He's the author of The Attractor Factor and Zero Limits, and then a new friend, Jennifer Weigel, who's an author of I'm Spiritual, Damn It. They gave me some nice blurbs.
Everybody's spiritual. They just don't know it.
And this is actually my 16th book. My first book came out in 1992 is when I first held that first physical expression of my very first book, almost 30 years ago, 29 years ago. That's crazy. And 16 times I've been through this, and it just never gets old. I realized yesterday, this is actually the shortest book that I have some ebooks that are maybe shorter. This is the shortest or physical or paperback book, but it's probably the most impactful of everything that I've written. And so I priced it affordably, and I have it's actually available for pre-sale in Kindle, the Kindle Amazon store. It'll be available on ebook and paperback on just most online booksellers on April 20th, which I know is also known for something else, but 420. Google it if you're not sure what I'm talking about. And a number of people said nice date in the comments when I posted that. So a lot of people are aware of 420. Anyway, But I have if you're in the U.S., if I'm shipping to a U.S. address, I have a special going. There's actually a link in the description of this video where you can get an autographed copy, because normally you get from Amazon. It's not autographed, of course. I'll send you an autographed copy. I'll send you a copy of our Opening Up to the Good CD. And I'm throwing in an extra bonus here, too, for this month, that I'll email you a download link to a program that it's called the 21-Day Abundance and Money Attraction Brain Boost. It's kind of a mouthful of a title, but it's like a 21-day program to create abundance that I've sold a lot of them for like $20 each, and that's going to be another freebie that I add on when you order that. I send it to you priority to a U.S. address, so look for that link in the description below, and it's going to be available everywhere by the April 20th. Yeah, Amazon and Barnes & Noble and all those other sites. I'm really excited about getting this out into the world. So I'm sure I'll mention it a few more times over the weeks. I am a little bit of a marketer as well. All right, let's do another song. Pooki's going to, and we're going to end with a dance track, one of our favorite soul massage songs.
Yay!
It's funny, and you're when you were just talking a little bit earlier, you mentioned coming together, and it's one of the words, one of the lyrics in this song. This is probably the second newest song. We did this last fall, I think. Wrote it. Ready?
We like our new ones. We like our old ones too. Yes, I am. Now is the time for all nations to rise, united in one vision for all of mankind, standing strong as a force field of love and light.
I know why she's laughing. She's saying the verse instead of the chorus.
All right.
This is hilarious. Do you want to give it another shot?
All right. Rewind.
Rewind, okay.
Yeah.
Anytime. This is a funny live moment for
funny.
you.
Okay. I was wondering what happened.
Why does it sound different? Okay, go ahead.
There you go. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, stronger than ever, not divided. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together. Hear the call. You are invited. Now is the time for all nations to rise, united in one vision for all of mankind, standing strong as a force field of love and light, in peace and love and harmony. We will unite. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, stronger than ever, not divided. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, hear the call, you are invited. Hey, 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 you are invited. I'll reach out your hand to your fellow man. It's time we come together and take a stand. We are strong when we walk the earth hand in hand, bringing hope and light and unity across the land. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, stronger than ever, not divided. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, hear the call, you are invited. Na 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 na, na 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 na. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, stronger than ever, not divided. We come from the same source, a powerful love force. We're coming together, hear the call, you are invited. Are united, no, we're not divided. Yeah, we are united. No, we're not divided. Yeah, we are united. No, we're not divided. We are united. No, we're not divided. We come from the same source, a powerful love force.
Well, the beginning and the end got a little off track, but
that was fun. So you know what? You'll never hear it the same way again.
Yeah, that's the only way you'll ever hear that version of it.
So don't learn it that way. No.
So typically musicians will say, hey, as long as we start and end at the same time, it doesn't matter what happens in the middle. So we had the middle right, but the beginning and ending were not what we wanted to do.
Oh, it was so fun, though.
Oh, no, it was
but
awesome.
Here's what we've learned to do. Like, we know when we're in that canoe together, we just keep on going.
That's right.
You just keep on going.
Yeah. No,
everybody just keep paddling. Like, okay, here's where we're... Because I totally took us a totally different direction than where we were.
And never apologize from the stage when you do so. I don't think we apologize. Yeah, so we're not apologizing. We say, hey, did you love the mistake?
Oh, it's so fun. That's going to be just fun for us to look at later. Wait till you hear the recorded song.
Yeah, we're working on that, getting that recorded.
That's so fun.
Tiffany says, we're coming together. Let's look at love conquers all. Lee says, be powerful force for good.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of conversations that you guys are having with each other, which is so awesome. There's something I thought I was going to point out here.
Yeah, I found some of my most
book,
amazing
Bob.
connections during this time of COVID, and our limited physical connection, but our active internet connection.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people that I haven't met physically, but I've fallen in love with. They're just so amazing. So it's so good to see you connecting here.
So Tiffany said to send the autographed book. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking there, but in the description of this video is a link to a page where you can order a copy of the autographed book, and you get the autographed copy of the book. You get a copy of the CD that Pooki and I created together. A lot of positive music on there called "Opening Up to the
It's
Good."
all positive music.
And then a digital download. Well, not all music is positive, but all of our music is. And then a digital download of the 21-day abundance program that I've sold many of for $20 each. You get that as a freebie.
It in there good.
I'm giving them all kinds of reasons to get this goodness.
Right.
But I'm really thrilled with this book. It just goes in. Well, again, it's a relatively short book, but it still goes into depth about my personal story with affirmations and personal development, why they're impactful, how to do them, kind of do's and don'ts, best practices, and then there's 7 different lengthy affirmations on a variety of topics like gratitude and relationships and health and all that good stuff. So, Pooki, would you like to
Sure.
take a seat here and talk to the peeps a little bit?
I would.
All right. So, I need to take the reverb off.
Okay. Mm. Wow. I love this energy of new beginnings, of springtime, of rebirthing, of emerging from deep within our own dark soil, right? And so half of our planet is having this experience of spring, right? And then half of our planet is going into winter, experiencing fall. So they're going into the sleeping, the deep sleeping of winter, which we will all share. So isn't it wonderful to think that our whole planet is experiencing all of its diversity at the same time, And so we are all here together in this connected space. But what I'd like to do right now is, I was thinking, a year ago, imagine where you were a year ago. What were you doing? It was kind of like when COVID was becoming, in our awareness, much greater on the rise, and we were hearing many, many things. And maybe at different places all over the world, it impacted us in a different way. But I want you to think back, and I'm going to just use that as a time stamp for you to look at. And then think now to where you're at right now, right? And think of that journey that you took during COVID. And what I want you to really focus on is I want you to look at the ways that you've grown. I want you to look at, in that last year, all the things that you learned, right? So much came through in that time. Right? You learned a lot about yourself. You learned a lot about others around you, right? You learned how to walk in the world in a way that allowed your joy to be still ever present, even when you were struggling, right? And you experienced, as we all did, a lot of different emotions around everything that was happening. Right? So there was a lot that was going on in the last year. And so just in this little mini review of your last year, let's bring forward all of those points. Let's just say we're celebrating your resurrection today. We're celebrating your sacred journey in this last year, and your resurrection, your time of coming forward and emerging from within this space of great transformation. It is the Great Awakening. Many, 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 many all over the world are awakening to the truth of who they are, right? And our hearts are coming together like never before. So this is a powerful moment in human history, right? This time right here as we wake up, the Great Awakening. So I want you to just, in that life review, see all of the learning, see all of the lessons, all of the teachers, all of the relationships that emerged to help bring a deeper understanding of our relationship with ourselves and with the world around us. And from this place of all this great learning, of all this great transformation, powerful, sometimes painful, I know I was with you. Now we sit at this place where we can release all those things that came up for us that no longer serves us in this life moving forward. And we can awaken to the brilliance and the magnificence of our own inner light, our own blossoming lotus. We can sit at the center of our own wisdom, guided by our own intuition, our highest calling, that which we hear when we sit in a place of silence and open up our hearts to a deeper wisdom guidance. So feel yourself emerging through this dark soil and feel your early petals being called forth to the brilliant light of the sun. And feel this light like infusing your entire being. And allow this light to nurture and to love you, to shine life upon you. Life. Receive. Can you feel your petals just reaching to that light? Just feeling the warmth and the nurturing of this new beginning, this new dawn, this new day. Coming out of the cave of your inner healing. And stepping out into the light. Yeah, just breathe that in for a minute. Wow, that was a deep, deep place to touch, that journey. And I know that many, many have experienced great transformation in 2020 due to how our lives, all of our lives all over the planet were transformed by the presence of COVID. And so it was such a powerful, and I'm still learning from my journey. I think the greatest lesson that I learned, the most powerful, is that everyone is being guided by their own divine highest calling, their own divine wisdom, and everyone has the right to choose for themselves what they believe. And for me, the only thing that I'm here to do is just to be an expression of love. And I've come to know love. The deepest expression of love is acceptance. I think I've shared that with you before. But when I sat and meditated in this last year, sat with the energy and the essence of love and how it is made manifest in the world. Love is acceptance. It's unconditional acceptance. It's allowing people to be who they are. Allowing them to make the choices that they choose. Because it's their life. They get to. They have the freedom to choose. So I learned that in a big way. I mean, I already knew these things, but I really experienced them in a very deep way in my intimate relationships and my family relationships. And just honoring the choices that everyone was making, and everyone was choosing what was best for them. And I had to come to that place where I was like, I don't know what's best for them. I'm really here to discover how to listen to my own inner guidance so that I can follow that calling. Yeah. So. Love you. Bye. Oh, you went back up in your chair. Come on.
That was beautiful. And Pooki, by the way, has her own channel where she's posting.
Hey,
similar
my head.
Oh yeah, what? Oh, no, that's fine,
Wait,
isn't it?
my head,
Yeah.
my head, my head.
Oh, you want me to tilt it back up to you? Uh, if you want to follow, where is? Oh no, where am I? Why am I not seeing that here? Did I accidentally delete it? Oh no, there it is. There's Pooki's channel. Pooki Lee, POOKILEE. She has her own channel where she doesn't post as
Does
frequently.
stuff like that. I do
as
stuff like
I
that.
do, but she does stuff. Yeah, more meditative message stuff like that. Oh, this is cool. Courtney just said, my girls and I just ordered your autograph book. So excited. Oh, that's so cool, Courtney. Thank you.
Yay! All right.
Thank you for the pearls
Make
of
sure-
wisdom, Pooki.
Oh, you're welcome, Lotus.
What were you going to say? Make
I was
sure.
gonna say, make sure we spell their names right, babe. So make sure we
Yeah, get all that.
get all that right.
It's Allie and Charlie, right?
Yeah,
But Charlie's, yeah, I think there was a specific spelling. We'll get that, Courtney. Make sure and send that to me. Holly says, such a beautiful metaphor, Pooki, the lotus. Thank you. Wow, this is great. Pooki, you are an amazing soul sister. Sigrid, you're
oh, sacred.
happy Easter. Thank you.
Happy Easter.
Trying to point out some people maybe we haven't heard from. Great. Erica, great energy. Cheers from Mexico.
Oh, I love Mexico.
While I am painting a mandala. Wow.
That's perfect.
Okay, what is a mandala? Remind me.
A mandala is, you see them all the time. They're these circular forms that are repeated over. It kind of looks like a kaleidoscope, but it's held within a circle. So
Oh, wow.
mandala. So you see it a lot in like Hindu, Buddhist. I mean, you see it represented. I mean, mandalas are everywhere, honey.
That's
They're
very
everywhere.
that's very cool. Fellow artist. That's cool. You can't tell by looking at me. So my mom's
Some of them are living. Like some of them
Yeah.
are like entities. That's a whole nother thing.
my mother, who's not been in a physical form for a number of decades, her maiden name was Juanita Perez, and she was half Mexican, which makes me a quarter Mexican. And when I did my 23andMe DNA, that proved to be that proved to be right. Of course, I knew that it was, but I got to confirm with my DNA. But I've never been to Mexico, and so I understand there's some beautiful places there, and so that's one of the places. What we need to do is
Let's go, babe.
let's go to Mexico.
Let's go to Mexico.
All right, cool. So we're already past 11 o'clock here, or past an
Oh,
hour.
no, let's go.
So just a couple of quick things. I think it's Monday, April 12th. If I'm not, I think that's the date. 8 p.m. Central, I think it is. I scheduled a Zoom call that's pretty much exclusively for our patrons, and like Holly and Sigrid. There's probably others here, maybe who are patrons. And so with a Zoom call, we can not only do this, but we can see you, we can hear you, we can interact in real time. And whoops, I have too many things stacked up here. And so, patreon.com/Bob Baker. And the lowest level, there's 3 different levels of support there, but for as little as $5 a month, you get some exclusive content, you get access to these Zoom calls. And it's just another option to interact with us and support us and all that good stuff. But I'm always posting stuff there on a regular basis. And so please subscribe to this channel. If you don't already, like this video, share it with folks who might be able to benefit from it. If you go to my website at bobbakerinspiration.com, not only will you be able to find out, there should be a link there. You have to scroll down just a little bit on the homepage, and it'll be a link to where you can get the book and links to it on Amazon and like a dozen different countries. But while you're there, you can also sign up to get 6 free MP3 downloads, and then you'll also get on my email list that I send out on a weekly basis to update you on my latest videos and so on. It's another way for us to stay in touch. For more about our music, go to Soul Massage Music. I think links to all these things are in the description below this video. If you're
That's all things groovy right there.
If you're on a mobile device, just tap the title and it should expand that description box so you can see all of that stuff. All right, we're going to play something from our Soul Massage album. This was like we
This
so
is the exercise part of our program.
yes, if you're still with us, hang in there. We want to encourage you to get
Come
up.
on now, you can't leave because you have to dance.
That's right, Holly. I'm not surprised that you are going to be on that Zoom call, and it's mid morning or it's around noon or something. Yeah, for you, so it's going to be better than waking up at 3 in the
That's
morning.
gonna be so fun.
Simone is sending love from Barbados. Hey,
Wow, fantastic.
that
Hey,
is so
Simone.
cute. Oh, look at this! Cheers from Belize.
Belize.
Oh,
I would love to
wow.
go to Belize too.
Thank you for spreading love and acceptance on Easter. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Oh, see, Allie and Charlie. I was right. Kim says, thank you for all you do. Very inspirational. Just what I need every week. That's
Yay,
so
thank you,
sweet.
Kim.
Thank you so much. All right, we're going to play this, move around, sing along, and then we're going to come back and we're going to wrap this up. Here, we're in the final stretch. So this is called Awake, Aware, Alive from our Soul Massage album. And here we go. Oh, yeah, if you leave comments, I'm going to highlight them throughout this song. So you'll see how that works. Here we go.
Breathing in, breathing out. I feel alive. I feel alive. I'm so alive. I feel alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
Sing that to yourself.
I am aware, I am awake, I am alive. I am aware, I am awake, I am alive. I am aware, I am awake, I am alive.
Breathe in, feel my body. I feel my heartbeat. Yes, I am alive.
There you go.
Did you feel that? Do you feel alive? You should feel alive now.
That's from our album Soul Massage. Oh, do I have one around here? Probably.
Yum. Yummy. Yummy, yummy.
There's that album right there,
Yeah.
Soul Massage.
awesome?
Sure, that picture was taken in Hawaii.
In Hawaii?
Like 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. We have newer ones. And
Yeah.
hopefully we'll be displaying soon. So we're going to wrap this up because we're going way over time. But
Over.
Thank you. Some of you have been here from before we even went live. So thank you for sticking around. I hope we brought a little sunshine into your Easter and lifted you up. And so I know you do that for us for sure.
All right.
So yes, indeed.
We don't want to keep you any longer. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Have a great rest of your Easter, unless you're already into Monday. Have a great rest of your Monday and a great week.
Well, just celebrate today.
Just celebrate wherever
Celebrate
you are.
your journey through the soil of your life and reaching for the sun. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks for being here. We so appreciate you, and we will talk to you soon. All right.
Bye.
So long for now. Bye.